It's Monday.
Woohoo!
Hey! Hi and good morning to everyone. We are back. It's Monday morning. Nick has gone apparently, so I'll just. Oh, he's back again. So first things first. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Start Your Day with Nick and Karen. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Welcome to having your name up in digitation, my lovely.
Yes, it's good, isn't it?
It's fun. It is fun. I better just get in and warn everyone first. My internet here today is rubbish. So if I out, you're perfectly safe and fine because Karen's here.
Oh God.
It's over to you, Karen. But yeah, I am having internet issues, so I do apologise in advance. But that's having fun, upliftment, love and laughter, is it, my love?
Absolutely not. These things are sent to try us, and the internet can be a pain sometimes. But you're here for the minute, so that's
absolutely
good.
Absolutely.
That's good.
I should mention that considering what I've been up to this week.
Yes.
You're trying to steal my crown as Queen of the Links, love. You know.
Would I do that? Never.
I hope you try. It'd be fun. It wouldn't be fun if you didn't. But good to be back with you, Karen, and of course our SPTV family. We've got an action-packed show today, haven't we?
Oh yes, we have. We've got a guest, which I'm really excited about, because I sort of only just met this gentleman about 5 minutes ago. Of course, I've heard of him, and he is the lovely Tony Swindells, and he'll be joining us later on. So I'm going to give him I'll grill him for some questions, find out more about him, and allow him to share his wonderful spiritual journey with us all on Start Your Day. So that's going to be exciting as well.
Absolutely. And of course, all of us will be, this was decided by Karen just before we started as well. All of us will be giving messages throughout the show as we go along and see your comments. So make sure you comment, share, like, subscribe. Let us know your name and where you come from, and fill the world with spirit. Let the world know that we three, but not 3, 4, because the lovely Richard, who with my internet issues, I am giving him huge grief this morning. So send a thought and a prayer out for poor Richard. He's not only got to deal with us as normal, but he's also got to deal with my internet and all. Bless him. Internet. I didn't do that deliberately at all. But yes, he is having to he is having to deal with both us and my internet issues today. So do spare a thought and a prayer for Richard, the producer of this wonderful channel. Of course, we've got Kate May coming up as well. Information about what's going on in the week, messages, chit chat, discussion, debate, and of course you will be grilling Tony.
I will.
And of course, everyone ask your questions too. It sounds like a familiar phrase.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I think I'm more of a medium well girl myself. Richard's just asked if Tony's going to be rare or well done. So I said, well, I'm...
If it's a grilling, is he going to be medium rare? Is probably the best, newest, freshest medium joke I've heard in a long time. At least it relates to scorching rather than size. But there we go. Shall we say hello to everyone who's watching?
Yes, that would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be nice to say hello to everybody on this rainy Monday morning, but we don't care because we're all together. So we don't. So we're going to enjoy this time together.
Absolutely, and I'm a bit half and half actually, because if I look over there, it's gorgeous blue skies. If I look over, as we would say around here, Will's mother's, it's quite dark. So I would imagine for me shortly. But not in here, and not in here.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. So, yes, we're going to do some hellos now. So,
Who's about then?
Who's around? Who's come to say hello to us this morning? Hello, Serendipity. Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
And Kelly Roquette, rugged up on the couch with peanut M&Ms. Oh,
nice.
Win you.
Nova Scotia in Canada. Oh, I bet it's a bit chilly there. Lovely.
And Kim Byrne, morning, Richard, Nick and Karen. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Oh, hello from France. Oh, lovely.
Luna.
Lovely. Luna.
Luana.
Luana.
We get there in the end.
Hello, Luana. Oh, Richard's just said you're the first a lady on our channel, so welcome.
But not resident. We do have a lady originally from the South Coast who lives in France, watch from time to time, but definitely the first resident. National is the word I'm looking for, isn't it? Wendy Lindsay, good morning to you.
Oh, good morning.
Hey, Dale.
Regan King. Hello, Regan. Oh, good evening, Richard. Oh, it's good evening over there. Oh, lovely. YouTube. Oh, Australia, of course.
Our Australian friend. Sam B. Beautiful, balmy night here in old Australia. We do
lovely.
have quite a the south of the planet.
Well, that's good. They're going into summer, aren't they, in Australia, I think?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
And Crystal from Nova Scotia says it's usually pretty nice. It's about 3 degrees, so we're getting
3 degrees. That's freezing. Joanne, hello from a windy Robin Hood County. Oh, yes, it's windy. It's actually windy in East Sussex this morning as well.
Indeed. And Carol in Glasgow. Well, let's dry you off and warm you up this fine Monday morning.
Absolutely. Nicola, good morning. Clear blue skies so far in London. Oh, that's good to hear. Yes.
Bentley, sunny Essex.
Hello, Natalie.
Certainly it's very sunny in the southeast. Tony Swindells Medium.
Morning, Tony. Oh, Rotherham. Lovely
and sunny in Rotherham.
Do you know what? I think where I am in East Sussex, it must be a little corner where it's a bit cloudy because it's definitely not sunny where I am this morning. Hello, Rebecca. Oh, it's windy in Portsmouth. Not good. Yes, I think I've got Portsmouth weather.
Yeah, Richard was just saying that he's actually quite close to Portsmouth, and where he is just a couple of miles down the road, it's clear blue sky. So you never know, Rebecca, you might get some lovely sunshine in a minute.
It's obviously travelling. Hello, Maria. Nice to see you.
Welcome. And Kath Holworth, hi from Dorset. Windy, very.
Oh, I know. Morning, Christine. Oh, it's raining in Caterham. Oh dear. The
Spiritualist Weather Channel.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
And Debbie Chard, well, good morning, both from South Wales. Good morning to you. And as we have suddenly become the Spiritualist Weather Channel, we can say that it is persistently precipitating with warm spells and loving upliftment coming to a corner of the world near you via the mode of the internet. So welcome, one and all, including Jade Fleming from Scunthorpe. Good morning. I know Mum can't comment at the moment because she's in the living room with the gas man. But there you go. She'll be on soon. Yeah. But of course, if we haven't said hello to you, you are most welcome, and it's a pleasure to see you all. And so to today, Karen.
Yes. Yes, today. And today we have a wonderful guest that is going to join us. And that is, I think you might know this gentleman, Nick.
I might. Yes,
okay,
yes.
So before Tony joins us, we're going to do our notices today to let you know what's going on and around the SPTV channel. So,
Indeed.
what have we got going on today, Nick?
Well, today, of course, we have got the lovely Tony Swindells joining us. We will, of course, be having Kate May coming online and sharing her wonderful one. And also, we will be making use of those beautiful, beautiful cards. Because those wonderful oracle cards that what Richard did make are still... oh, hello, Mother. So those wonderful, wonderful cards are still, we are still hoping and reaching out for people to purchase in advance in order to make it possible to bring those wonderful later on, of course, to just let people see what they look like. Definitely. In the hopes that they might tell their friends that that's what they want for Christmas. You can also perhaps buy a deck for your church to go in the church library, that kind of thing. Gift. They are absolutely gorgeous cards, and I do declare and believe that Richard has a video about them. Do you not, sir? But we're going to have a look at that later on.
Now, I did hear a little rumour. He finished the app, you know, the app, the magical SPTV app. And I think he's going to give us a little sneak preview of it today, if he can. So that'll be exciting.
Excellent.
He's coming on to give us all the technical jargon.
Be ready to hear that voice in your ear, but not see the face that it comes from, as the discarnate voice in our ear transcends into the cyber realm. Richard.
Hi everybody, how are you this morning? There goes the old voice for the DJ now.
The DJ voice indeed. DJ Richard, morning, how are you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you very much. How are you both?
Not so bad, not so bad.
Good, good. Right, so yeah, the app, let's show everybody a quick picture of it on the screen. So that's what it looks like. Ooh. So you can see that on there. So when you first launch the app, you would see you got at the top, you got watch live, card of the day, the schedule, the divine pack, and become a VIP. And then there's a banner advert. It's currently saying start your day with Nick and Karen from 10:30. So the idea, when you launch the app, it will actually tell you what's coming up. And if a show is live, it will actually tell you that it's live. Start your day is live now with Nick and Karen, for example. To the left of that, you've got something called Pick a Card, where you get 6 cards to choose from. So it will animate. So when you go in there, you click which card you want, and it will then randomly pick from 1 to 6. And instead of just reading the card, it'll actually be an audio and visual card of the divine pack. So you'll actually physically hear it without you having to read. Next to that, to the far left, you have something called our schedule. So what will happen is when you go to the schedule section, it will automatically go to the day for that week. So it will tell you what was on yesterday, what's on later today, and what's on later on tomorrow, and so forth. So if you opened the app and went to the schedule section, and it was Tuesday, it would jump to Tuesday to tell you what's on that day. Going to the far right hand side, you might see Ashley Robinson there, and that would be, if you go on to where it says watch live, so if you don't want to watch on YouTube or Facebook, you can just go onto the app and watch our live shows from there. But you cannot converse. You won't be able to post comments. You can only physically watch. Okay. I am looking at to try and do the chat sequence with it, but it's at this moment in time, it's a bit over my head, so I'll have to sort of learn and see if I can implement that later. Underneath that, there'll be like a banner ad, which advertise services on SBTV. Next to that, you have something called presenters. So there's a whole section about the presenters, a little bit of blurb about them, including their show, and links to their Facebook or their website. And that's all the current presenters, because as everybody knows, all our presenters come and go like yo-yos. So we just do the current ones. And next to that, we have the typical stuff which we have to put in, which has to be agreed by Google. So a little bit about us, the app version, how you can contact us with a few questions and answers, the policy, the privacy, and the terms, saying that we don't use your money, we don't use your information. It's under the GDPR regulations. It is in beta mode, so we are looking for people for next Sunday, Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. I haven't decided yet if we are in need of some beta testers to check it on their machine. We have signed up with Google to become an official developer. That's in the process at the moment, so when we do test it, it will say this is not a secure installation, but it is. It's been built by myself, so there is nothing hidden by any other third parties. And once we're official, it'll be on the Google App Store. Sadly, it won't be available for anybody on iPhone because Apple iPhone are greedy. They want us to pay £99 per year to have the app on their store, whereas Google asks for £25 and that's for life. So it just shows you who's greedy there, doesn't it? So yeah, that is the app. Hopefully it'll be available next Monday during your show, Nick and Karen. So it will be promoted, and it'll be an animation, and we'll actually show a live working copy of it as well. So yeah, so that's the app. So if anybody's got any questions, or if you guys have got any questions, by all means ask away.
So we're actually part of the. We're going to be on the app. Us.
You're going to be on the app, yeah.
I can't get my head around that.
I said taste. I meant test, not taste. But you can taste it if you want to lick your phone. It's up to you.
Well, I won't be. Richard, I've got an iPhone, so unfortunately, I'm going to have to borrow somebody's Android and download, look at it. So
yeah, at least you won't be spied upon when using Android. Wink, wink. You know.
No, I can't believe it. I mean, I think it's. I have to say, and I'm so excited. I have been telling people that I'm going to be on an app, and I'm really excited about it. How do you feel about it, Nick?
I think it's amazing. I have just. I'm a little bit clearer now because I've just gone to my phone, but probably not. But yeah, I think it's really exciting. It's definitely, a really positive next step for the whole SPTV family. That it should simpler ways of reaching out and getting the word out there. So I think that it is absolutely amazing, and I am going to sneeze.
Good for you. When you sneeze, that kills the brain cell, so you probably only got about 4 left.
Yeah, only 4 left, definitely. But no, I think would love being maybe in a pink t-shirt. Nick would love being on the maybe
I'm sure
in a
he
pink
would.
t-shirt.
But let's see what you think about it. You think about what Richard said. And if anybody wants to be part of the testing next Sunday, if you're a VIP, come and you're free next Sunday, come on, because Richard needs your feedback, and I think it's just fascinating. Who would have thought spiritualism on an app?
Well, you say that there are plans that I've already started creating. Because when I create things, and like if I'm building a website for SBTV or whatever, I get bored very, very quickly. So I bounce from one thing and then I go back to it. And a bit like I expect with Nick when he does his creative stuff, you are constantly bouncing back and forth. Otherwise, you get bored of the app or the development, and you lose interest. So that's how I work. So already I'm creating another app to do with spiritualism, where you can actually converse and ask questions within the app as well, and our lovely Jake, our AI, will be present within that, so he'll be like the face of SBTV sort of thing. So, but in fact, I'm actually working on another version of Jake with a different presenter, and I've shown a few people this gentleman, and put it this way, had to close their mouths a little bit. sort of thing. So yes, Nick.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
think I've met your Jake. So yeah, that'd be
You ever met
interesting.
Jake? He's when we first launched him, everybody thought he was real. Ask him for dates. Ask him if he was single. Does he have his own Facebook page? And actually conversing with
Really?
him. Yeah. And then they
Wow.
realised it was an AI. And even though he clearly stated he was an AI, people still thought he was single and was he available. So it was quite funny.
So is it a little bit like Data from the next track?
No, because Data's not real. He's a character from a TV show.
I know, but you know what I mean. You know
Yes,
what
I
I
do.
mean.
The concept you are absolutely spot on with, though, Karen. It is an artificially created. But everybody loves Jake, and I know everyone's going to love his new face.
All right. It's exciting times for SPTV.
It is.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
we're constantly evolving, developing, and we listen to the VIPs and the viewers of any feedback they can offer us, because it is important. Because even though I created the channel, but it's your channel, it's the host's channel, it's the presenter's channel, it's the community's channel, and I would never take full responsibility or I wouldn't take full credit, because I only do the back end system. You are the faces of SBTV, so if anything goes wrong, it's your face that gets in trouble, not mine. So that's the thing.
But to be fair, if we get in trouble, it's also our fault as well as
Because I
our
tell you
face.
off. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And say we've been told off occasions. Well, I have anyway.
Got to be done. So yeah.
Got to be done.
I'm the new girl. But I still get told off.
I tell them off politely, if I put it that way.
It is.
Politely.
It's
not-
really important to just clarify that, because it is done in a way that is both humorous and uplifting. And I think that when we are redirecting ourselves and each other, there has to be that. You know, very often the conversations in our started with, "Well, Nick, we know where this is going with you, but."
Yeah, but
knows what I'm like after a year and a bit.
don't you think though, it pushes us to be a little bit more professional, to do things in a different way, but really it goes hand in hand with how we train for mediumship,
Absolutely.
So that's what we're used to, that's what we aim for. We want to be true ambassadors for spiritualism. And when we're on here, Richard helps us to be on SPTV, because a lot of people out there see us, and we've got to deliver the best possible presentation, message, information as we can. And
in actual fact, Richard, bless his heart, has the same struggle that my mentor Lynn had. She used to sit at the back going every time I was talking, because I have a habit of dropping my T's, and I know that is something, Richard, that you get.
Oh, it's one of my it's one of my things. Pronounce your T's. It's not water.
Yes.
It's water. Not internet. It's internet.
I knew that was coming. That is disadvantage in a way, because he can't sit at the back going like that, like Lynn did.
I know we're joking
say
about that, but diverting just a little story, if I may. I used to work for a big company to deal with computers, and I was trained on how to give interviews and read CVs and things. And my mentor, let's say, would turn around and say, you would put some cups of water in front of them, and when the person came in for an interview, you would say to them, would you like a drink? Take your choice. And if they said, I would like a glass of water, they would not be interviewed. Or they would say, thank you very much for your time. When someone said, could I have a glass of water, they would usually put forward to the next round, because if they're speaking to customers, they would want or prefer these people to speak better English. So yeah, and I think we've lost Nick.
I think we have. Oh dear.
Yeah.
looks like he's been lost.
Yeah.
So,
But anyway, so this is Jake for you, Karen. So you can see
Oh.
what he looks like. There you go. That's Jake.
Oh, I say. Oh, doesn't he look real? Wow.
Well, he is real.
Hello, Jake.
Yes. So yeah, so that's Jake.
I can asking all those questions, Richard. I mean, that's just amazing.
Yeah, so there he is.
I'll be a little bit honest. I'm going to be honest now. AI does scare me a little bit, but maybe perhaps Jake could come on and perhaps I could get him. I don't know, but we'll see. So we still have no Nick. So oh dear, that's a shame. Right. So shall we bring Tony?
Let's bring Tony in, so you got some company. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll leave you to
I get
it.
a bit
Bye, everyone.
Okay. Bye, Richard. Lovely to talk to you as always. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've lost Nick, but we have gained a very good friend of his, and I'd like to introduce you and welcome to the show the lovely Tony Swindells. So, you're on.
Hi.
Hello, Tony, and welcome to Start Your Day. It's normally with Nick and Karen, but we've lost Nick. So, anyway, now I only met you about half an hour ago. So, and I know that you work with Nick, but I don't know how. Tell me, what you do, where you come from, and how you got into spiritualism.
Well, I've always been spiritually aware. I mean, you'll know yourself as a medium, you always know that there's a difference. You perceive things differently, you know things differently. But I come from County Durham originally, way up north, mining town, and then moved to Rotherham 27 years ago. Did various jobs, fell into the civil service, and then I was a bit lost for a while because I went to Church of England Church on a regular basis, several times a week. And when I moved to Rotherham, I felt a bit lost, a bit disconnected from the divine and everything else. And after a few years, I wandered into Parkgate Spiritualist Church. I don't know how I ended up there. I just decided one day I was going to go out, and that's where I ended up. And this lovely lady gave me a reading. Could have been was my maternal grandmother. Sorry, the words just went out of my head then.
It's all right.
Maternal grandmother, who said, "We've been trying to work with you now for several years. You've always resisted. This is it. If you don't want to, that's fine. We'll leave you alone." And I just threw my hands up and said, "Go on then. Take me where you want me to go." And I thought healing would be quite nice. No, they had other ideas. And Jean, the president of the church, the lady who gave me the message, has been a friend now for 11 years. She mentored me. She took me under her wing. We work together on platform. We do lives together on Facebook. And it's been such a to do this for 11 years. It just is such a privilege, absolutely a privilege. And I love it. I wouldn't want to do anything else.
Do you know what? That's amazing. Lots of people get that sort of, they didn't feel connected, or there was something missing. And it resonates with me. But you know what? I love a little bit of synchronicity, because you mentioned County Durham, where you're from, Northeast. I think the Northeast is amazing. I work up there. Rotherham, Yorkshire. I've got great friends in around that area, and also North Yorkshire as well. So I love it. And healing. You said you started as a healer. So I love a little bit of synchronicity. I think that's amazing.
It is. And the thing for me is, I always said, I wanted to do spiritual healing.
Yeah.
But everything we do as spiritualists and mediums is healing.
Yes.
It is. To prove to someone that their loved one hasn't gone anywhere is just there with them in a different form is such comfort. It's absolutely such comfort, and it can give a lot of comfort and support to people.
Definitely. You're getting a lot of hellos and lots of people coming on to say hello to you, because they're like that RSPTV family. They love it when we bring guests on. They are. They really are. Oh, look, Maddie's just said Tony is a beautiful person. So you also work with our wonderful Nick. So
yes.
how did you two meet?
Well, before lockdown, actually, I was doing live feeds from my bedroom here, and would comment every now and again. He must have come across me somewhere, and we'd comment, and we started having a bit of a chat. And then when lockdown hit, Little Port Christian Spiritualists went virtual. Me to come on and do a session for him, a demonstration. And it was lovely. We became firm friends, and then Linda, Mama Brown, booked me for Little Port Church physically when it came, and I drove down to Little Port with my husband and met Nick in a car park, and we had a chat. And it was about 15 minutes in, Nick said, "Do you know something? This is the first time we've actually been in the same place. Even for years, this is the first time we've been in the same physical space." And it never occurred to me. We just clicked. And then we decided to do this monthly thing called Spirit Line, where we just chat all things spiritual, and sort of suggested that it could maybe go to once a fortnight, and people said no, we would like it weekly. So it's been a weekly show on a Friday at 4 o'clock, and it's really good fun.
It's really exciting. And just from I love that. Just by chance, Nick saw you online, then you started that, then you came to the church, then you started doing your own show. I think that's absolutely amazing. So you're a reverend as well. Are you? So which branch? Are you the same organisation as Nick?
Yeah.
You are. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, it's something we set up, and it's the strap line does it for me. It's duality, because we believe that no matter what, who, gender, sexuality, anything, if you are true and respectful and show love and compassion, you're welcome to anything we do.
Absolutely, yeah.
Whether you're Christian, spiritualist, Muslim, Sikh, whatever, and an inclusive thing.
Wow, that's amazing.
And interestingly, with another hat I've got, Michael and myself and a friend Claire, we run a charity called the Rainbow Project, which is an LGBTQ plus support charity based in South Yorkshire, but we support people all over the country virtually through the internet. I was coming to group, I stumbled across your show, and so you are a Christian, and I said, yeah, I am. How do you reconcile that with your sexuality and things? And I said, my relationship with God, with the divine, is a very personal relationship, and it's only between God and myself. Nobody else has the right to judge our relationship with the divine. And she said, yeah, but I want to worship, I want to pray, but I feel excluded. So we asked Nick to come on and do a chat on a Facebook Live, and he came on and we fell in love with him. Everybody at Rainbow Project fell in love with him, and he's been on a couple of times now. Just to share the truth that you are who you are, and that's between you and the divine, whatever you perceive the divine to be.
Yeah. Do you know what? I was just about, before you started talking about the Rainbow Project, I was just about to. With your Rev hat on, do you go out into the community? Do you go to see people? Do you sit with them? Is that part of what you do within where you are as well?
Not always in the collar and shirt, but I've done a service in Bridlington. We've got a caravan over on the East Coast, and I dropped Jean off at her caravan and taken the dogs for a walk along the beach, and I still had my shirt on, and I was stopped twice just walking along the prom with the dogs.
Really?
People talking to me about their problems and their issues, and now I'm not sure they would have approached me if I hadn't had the collar on.
Yeah.
But it's ministry is a wonderful thing, just to shine a light, which is all it is. It's just shining the truth of love out there. And I've just spotted Clara's comment there. Love it, Tony. No biases.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Morning, Clara. She's part of the SPT family and also a friend. So, yeah.
Oh, welcome. But no, it's ministry is an important thing in that my job and Nick's job is you can be, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
No matter what, and that's important. Just people want to be heard and seen.
Yes.
And that's it, you know. And it's the same with the Rainbow Project stuff we do, that if we talk to people, we listen to people, and we hand off their ideas and come to their own conclusions.
Yes.
About their personal journey, which I feel is important.
That's amazing, because when somebody can actually come to terms with themselves and their journey, the mistakes as well as the good things that they've done in their life, that's such a positive thing to do, isn't it? It's acceptance of self, really.
Yes.
It's amazing. I can feel, and I'm sure the rest of the viewers out there can feel that compassion and that love that you have for your work. It's oozing out of you, Tony, I have to say. It's absolutely wonderful. Now, it's interesting because I'm a branches, don't we? We have the Christian spiritualist and we have the SNU spiritualist, which is where I am. But I have to say that when we come together to help the individual that is going through whatever trauma, whatever thing they're going through, it doesn't matter, does it? I bet you've spoken to people that are not even spiritualists, and and that comes out.
Yeah, it does. It's a conversation. Yeah. Moving through life is a series of conversations. Just to open up to somebody, just to smile and say hello is incredible. You know, it can make such a difference to somebody's life, just to have that 1 second of, hi, you okay? You know?
Yeah.
The spiritualism and the silos, if you like, that people seem to sit in, and for me it doesn't silo or what compartment you put yourself in. The essential job is the same. It's to prove life eternal, to celebrate the brotherhood of mankind, and that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. I mean, when I serve all the different churches, I serve independent, I serve Christian, I serve United and SNU. I just go along as me, trying to be a good ambassador for spiritualism, to be the best that just be there for people that are in need, you know.
And I think you've hit an important point there, Karen, that no matter what to be the best ambassador for yourself is important. And by being that true ambassador for yourself, you are being an ambassador then for spirit and the divine, because it's crucial that the only way, we talked about this on Friday on Spirit Line, it's that thing of it's being present in the moment with somebody and leading by example. Conversation, I've told this story to Nick before. We've got a friend who's got twin boys, they're 17, and they've been studying at school, and one of them came over and he said to me, Tony, you're a reverend, aren't you? I was like, yes. so you did Bible study and things? He said. I said, yes. How long did it take? I said, 3 years. It was a 3-year course I did. Oh, well, that's pants. I said, why is that pants? He said, well, the book's about this thick, and it's pillock, basically. Be nice to people. That's all it says. And I said, that is so true, actually. You know, just be nice to people.
A 17-year-old sums it up in a sentence. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah. Sherry's just said it's always not so nice when someone says hello. Hello, Sherry. You know, it is. But going back to you on the beach walking the dogs with your collar on, do you know that collar? I think it gives a little bit. People, it puts trust. I would say people trust people that wear that. Because I think we've been brought up, haven't we? You know, when I used to go into church, I used to think when I was a little girl, because I went to a church school and we used to go there maybe once a fortnight to the church, and we all had to behave and we all had to sit quietly. And when the vicar came out, you know, we thought he was so important because he's looking after God's house. And people do put that. People say, "Thank goodness you're here," because they want you to have, you know, the words of wisdom.
Yeah.
So it's a big responsibility, Tony, don't you think?
It actually took me two attempts to do it. The first time, I got so far through and just thought, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this. Went away and had a bit of thought process and then came back to it and said, right, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
But it is. And Nick always says it's like a taxi sign. When you put your collar on, it says up. You know
what? He's got a point there. I like that. Yeah.
I do. It's like, I'm here. We're the same person with or without the shirt on. Yeah. But it just says, I'm here and I'm ready to listen to you.
Yes.
You know? Well, thinking about it though, Karen, should we need a collar here and we're going to listen to you? You know?
No, we shouldn't. But I think it is a bit like a beacon. But don't you find though? I find that. I mean, I'm not the sort of person when I go out socially. I'm out socially, but if people find out what I do, they may ask me questions, and you get talking about things, and before you know it, you've got that person's story. You know.
Yes.
So So it is interesting. Said she had her first mediumship reading last night. That's lovely. So I love talking to you, Tony, but I do feel that we ought to maybe do a few messages for people now, because I think that's right. Okay. So we're going to be back in a few minutes because we are now going to go over to Cape May. And when we come back, Tony and I will be giving some messages from the loved ones in the spirit world. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll find out and see if Nick can come back on and join us. So, as I say, for the first time today, Roland Richard.
Hello, my name is Kate May, Modern Day Mystic. Welcome to your week ahead tarot readings for the 13th of November, new moon in Scorpio. Intense but fabulous energy. Okay, let's have a look. Aries, how's this week ahead? Can be good for you. Aries, it's going to be really important that you trust your intuition. Everything is kind of feeling a bit uneasy for you at the moment, Aries, so it's going to be really important that you take a bit of time out, that you step back. There could be some secrets, there could be some hidden things going on, there could be things that are just not quite clear on the surface, but deep down you have a inner knowing about things. So all is not settled at the moment. Be gentle on yourself this week, Aries. Trust your intuition. Look out for super signs. We had 1111 at the weekend. Look out for number plate signs. Look out for repeated numbers on your phone. Look out for feathers in random place. The spirit world want you to know that you are being looked after and they're trying to give you their best support. Open your eyes and open your heart to them. Okay, Taurus. Let's have a look, Taurus. around you. New ideas, a brilliant new idea. New contracts are coming in this week, Taurus. You might be able to sign things off this week, Taurus. You've got a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things. Mentally, you're just going to be much more on the ball this week, Taurus. You're able to move forward after some cloudiness or after some blocks. Okay, Gemini. Money's coming, Gemini. Good news is happening this week, particularly to do with home or family opportunities that you've been waiting a long time for. It's like everything starts to come together now. There may be news around job for you, but also for other family members that everybody is enjoying hearing about. There's success, there is security, there's celebrations coming up for you this week, Gemini. Okay, Cancer. Off to the races, Cancer. Get moving with ideas, with things that you want to get going. There's no point just talking about it. Now it's the time to put your money where your mouth is and action things, Cancer. Get moving, get going. Leo's energy. We have the Star. New beginnings, there's hope, there's optimism. Things are going to start to really shine a good positive light over you, Leos. There is a new vibe in the air and I want to say go for it. Keep optimistic, keep hopeful. Virgo, celebrations, enjoy yourself, let your hair down. This week is a great week to spend with family, to spend with friends, where you can just party and not take things too serious. You're going to hear some good news this week, Virgos, that things are going to start to celebrate for you. Libra, Two of Cups, two people coming together. There's harmony within a situation this week, Libra. There's also a feeling of where there might have been an argument with somebody, or where there may have been a bit of a fallout with somebody, that something's going to come together, something where you'll start to see the same picture, or you'll be able to bridge that gap between you. If you're single, you might find you're going to have a lovely new connection. This could also be in work, Libras, for you, but there's a union. Two people could come in together on the same page. I like it. Sagittarius. The Justice card. Speak your truth, Sagittarius. This week there could be some legal things going on around you. There may be things that you're needing to deal with, needing to attend to, important documents, important paperwork. It's like a decision gets made this week, and something that will be final, that it's allowing you to move forward on it. There's a balance in the air. Be accountable for your actions this week, Sagittarius. Scorpio. Keep hold of your money, Scorpio. I've just realised I've done it back to front. Never mind. Scorpio, this week, new moon, but it's also intense. So this is the week to kind of protect yourself a little bit. Keep aware of what's coming in and what's going out. You might want to save up for things though, Scorpio. We've got Christmas coming, although it has been your birthday. But at the moment, this is saying just be a bit cautious about what comes in and what goes out. Capricorns there, Queen of Cups. You're overcoming problems, you're overcoming difficulties, you're feeling a lot more calmer, Capricorns. Deal with people and situations in a calm manner. Don't throw your toys out the pram. Honour your intuitive side. Don't be so grounded this week. Get in touch with your emotions this week. And also, Capricorns, put your needs first. And then we have Aquarius, King of Pentacles. Money's coming to you, Aquarius. Great week for business opportunities, business ideas, anything that you're starting or that you're wanting to have success around, and security, comfort, you've got it. This week should bring some good news around businesses. And Pisces, your own card, the moon. Got the new moon. It is a tricky week as far as there is uncertain things going on. There's things around you that you might not know clear, so you're going to have to use your intuition. You may not be trusting everyone, or you might be a little bit cautious with things. Trust your intuition this week, Pisces, because all is not as clear as it should be there. There will be a breakthrough by the end of the week though. If you want to have any more details, contact me on www.katemay.co.uk.
Wasn't that wonderful? The wonderful Kate May there with her reading for you. Unfortunately, Nick can't come back on with us, so you've just got myself and the wonderful Tony Swindells, who is on. It's wonderful to be here with you, Tony, and thank you for keeping me company. But poor Nick will be really upset that he can't come back on. But it's just one of those things. So we're thinking of him with us again next week. So today we are now going to do some readings for you. And do you know what? We've been talking about these cards for quite a few weeks now, and they are amazing to work with. Tony, you're going to have the experience of working with these cards that Richard has created. They are a beautiful deck of 78 cards, and you can purchase these cards for £25, and Christmas is around the corner. So if you've got that person that is spiritually minded or wants to get into that, to have a pack of cards, then you can purchase these cards as a wonderful gift. And also, as Nick said earlier, you can purchase these cards to use in a church, cards to use as a teaching tool. Now, within the cards, there is a picture and there's also a word. So I'm very much a word lady. I love words. And so you can use the picture and the word as well. And they are beautiful. They have got so much. They are really lovely to work with digitally, and I can't wait until I hold them physically in my hands. But we need some more purchases. So please, if you want a lovely new pack of cards, then please purchase them, because they are very, very special, and they come from us here at SP. I'm not supposed to work with them, and they've been created by our wonderful Richard. So Richard, how are we going to do this today? Do you want to what should we use, the life pack? Okay, that will be better. Yes, I'm going to come on and explain how we can use them. So he's telling me off now.
Yeah. Nicely.
Hello again, everyone. I wasn't telling Karen off. I just said to Tony, "This is what I've got to work with. Unprofessionalisms, and I've got to come in and do everything myself." No, that's not true. I like Karen, really, secretly. Yeah. So how it works? Because a lot of people don't quite understand how I see the system. A few of you who've seen me work behind the scenes know how it works. I see your comments in batches of 20 per page. So currently, for example, I've got 21 pages with 20 comments. So far, there's around 500 comments from YouTube and Facebook combined. So the software that I use combine all the comments in rows of 20. So when you hear a host term and say, "Can I have number 6?" that means I count down from the top of the page, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In my view, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be Kimberly Dalby from Portsmouth. So she was the 6th comment. But that can change literally within milliseconds. Like now it's just changed, and all of a sudden I've got Rosalind is now number 6. So what we ask everybody to do at home is pick a number between 1 and 76. That's the card number. Okay. And then Karen and Tony would give me a number, because they don't see all the comments, between 1 and 40. So that's like 2 pages, rows of 20. So then I would count down. So let's say Tony said number 34. I would then count up to 34. And whoever that person commented, that's the number. That's the person who's going to get the reading and the card they have picked. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Completely confused. Great.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
There you go.
They can pick up. So we need numbers from you, the viewers. So pick a card from 1 to 76, and then we will pick a number. So start getting some numbers in your mind, Tony, of the people out there that need readings. So this number in my 26 or 34. I'll go 34. 34. So it's okay. Okay. Oh, picture of your dog. I think that might be either a bearded collie or a old English sheepdog. I think that looks absolutely amazing. How lovely is that?
Yeah.
So we're going to do a few readings, a couple of readings each, and then back to the chat and ask Tony some more questions. But if you have any questions for Tony, please put them up, because I'm sure Tony won't mind answering everybody's questions.
No,
that's good.
Absolutely not.
That's good.
Love it.
That's good. Okay.
Nothing to hide.
Oh. Okay, lovely. So Richard's just putting it up on the screen so that I can have a look at it. And apparently it's called family. So, I think Nick worked with this card a few weeks ago, family. I just got a rush of emotion there when I felt that card is really important. And I feel that there's just a feeling of security within family. But as I say that, Tish, would you feel at the moment that there's something within you you're not feeling that secure within yourself at the moment? I just feel that first and foremost, I feel that you need a big hug. So we're sending you a very, very big hug. And I also want to say that for you, family is not just blood, the family that you were born into. I feel that friends that you've known for many years are also important to you and become family. I also feel here that you take a lot to heart as well. I feel that your heart, you're a very sensitive person, and I feel that there's some emotions going on around you at the moment. I feel also a little bit of a confusion to do with the situation, and I just want to bring that family close to you. And I also mean you've got close friends that you sort of like form a close knit around when the chips are down, and I feel that you're grateful for that. But I just also feel that you are, I don't know, I just feel that you're looking, I feel that you're looking to the future, but by looking to the future, it's sometimes sort of giving you a little bit of concern, and I feel that there's a little bit of a worry around you. So if you can just let me know if you can understand what I'm saying to you, that would be absolutely fabulous. If you could just type yes, no, or not sure, that would be great. But I also want to use the word integrity here, because I do feel that word is very, very important to you. And you are also, I feel, you suss things out within a person quite quickly. And you're you judge their integrity. And I feel that, all right, okay. So my family is my friends, right, okay. And I just feel that integrity is important to you. And I feel that you've got this lovely friendship family that keeps you sort of grounded and sort of like stable. I want to use the word stable here. But I also feel that those emotions within your heart, I just feel there's been some struggles, and I just feel that sometimes you're very sensitive, where words, situations have happened around you, and you've taken everything. There's lots of sensitive situations going on around you. Okay, so I do feel I have a gentleman here. Okay. I feel I have a gentleman here with me, and I just feel that he's. Hold on. There's quite a lot of emotion with him, and I feel that he didn't always express himself. His communication skills were not great, and I do feel that this gentleman was in your life, then not in your life. And I feel he sort of like sometimes used to go off the radar as well. And sometimes you didn't always see him. But I do feel that he's making me feel that in certain situations, he was a little bit misunderstood. People didn't always get him. And I do feel that, and I don't feel that he was that old when he passed. But I do get a sense of that there was some sort of flare up, or he used to get a little bit angry sometimes, and sometimes he couldn't always express himself. But he's coming here because I feel that he wants to sort of reconnect with you. And I feel there's a little bit of remorse with him. And obviously it's up to you whether you accept his remorse, but he is saying sorry. And I just feel that he had to do things his way. And I do feel there was people around him that tried to pull him back, or to a little bit of, I'm getting the word control here. So I feel that either he was out of control a little bit, or whether he didn't like to be controlled. I feel restriction around him. I feel he didn't like the restrictions of his life. I don't know if this is making sense to you. If you can just give me a little yes or no. No feedback. Okay. All right then. Well, as we're not getting any feedback, please take this gentleman's love, and just, I hope that what I've said, you can understand. But also, I just want to say, this is a man that has passed. Yes, a man that has passed that I've got here. And I just want to say to you that surround yourself with the people that you trust and the people that you care about. But also, I want to say to you to trust yourself a little bit more, because I just feel that you're in your head and you're sort of struggling with thoughts and issues. So I'm just touching back to the card here. And we've got these beautiful wings that surround you. And they're keeping you sort of in one place, and having a little bit more structure to your life, because I think that you need a little bit more structure around you. But this gentleman is still here, and he just steps in, and he hopes that you will take his remorse, and he's saying sorry again. But I just feel that he was sort of in and out of your life and wasn't always around you. And I think he's sort of putting his head down, so I think he feels a little bit sorry for that. But he was definitely a little bit misunderstood. So I hope that makes sense to you, Tish. Okay, thank you very much. Right. Okay, Tony, do you want to have a go?
Yeah, can I have number 30, Richard, please? Funny that it's my age is 32, Richard. Yeah. Oh, Tony, they want number 14.
Let's see what number 14 is. Be interesting to see what you think of the cards. Yeah, do you like them? Yeah.
Beautiful. The artwork's stunning.
Yes, it is. Ooh.
The Tower card.
Ooh.
It's funny. When I use cards, I don't, and I've never read a tarot book.
No, me neither.
I use them for inspiration and divination.
Yeah, I do.
And I'll get people saying to me, "That's not what the Tower means." I was like, "No, that's what it means to me."
Absolutely. I've never done a tarot course in my life. Never.
No.
I just use
beautiful.
them. Oh, aren't they good? Oh, look at that. That's stunning, isn't it? Wow.
Isn't it?
It is.
Okay, Tony. As I'm looking at this card, I see somebody sat on the edge, but rather than the words I'm getting is leap of faith. But as well as that, I'm getting a time to sit and just observe and see what's happening around you, because I feel what I'm being given by this card is that there is a decision you've got to make coming up. There is a decision that's quite important to you. But rather than take that leap of faith and jump in impulsively, take a moment, sit down and just look at it again, reevaluate and look at it calmly. I'm aware as I'm looking at this card that I have a lady's energy that's connecting with me. The lady, as she's giving her energy to me, she becomes quite maternal. Maternal energy for me doesn't necessarily mean mum. It can mean a motherly figure in your life, a lady who looked after you, who cared for you, who developed and nurtured you, if that makes sense, Tony. Like Karen said, I just need a yes or a no or I don't know, because no's are no's. It's usually something I've interpreted the way it refers in my life, not the way that the spirit wanted it to. So don't be afraid to put, no, don't understand what you're talking about, kid. But I also get this sense of rose tinted glasses coming with this as well, because of the glow that's behind this lady. It's like they're looking back in the past and seeing things with glowing in the past, and things aren't always that way. Sometimes it's our interpretation of events retrospectively that makes it look wonderful and glowy and nice. So, but what I'm also getting from this maternal figure is, my darling, that they want you to take armor from the past, take the lessons of the past and move that going forward, if that makes sense for you, please. Okay. Again, we've got the wings and the wrapping of the wings. So the spirit is saying they're stood very much behind you at the moment, giving you the strength that you need. I'm also getting emotional energy, which is for upliftment and support, sweetheart. So they're aware at the minute it's as if they're trying to wrap you up in this beautiful lavender bubble wrap, just to wrap you up and keep you safe, if that makes sense for you. Okay. Again, I'm getting, like Karen said earlier, I call it your biological family and your family. Well, I don't. It's a guy called Armistead Maupin, who's a fantastic author, but his autobiography is called The Logical Family. So he says you have the family that's blood and the family that fits with you. And she's saying you've got a lot of support from that family. So I don't know if there's been some differences in your blood family, but she's saying your logical family are there and supporting you at this moment in time, if that makes sense. Okay.
Well, she says it could be her nan. It does make sense.
Ah,
yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you. The lady, as she's connecting with my darling, I feel like she had a little bit of a struggle prior to her transition to spirit, but that's the way she's given it to me. I had a little bit of a struggle, but I feel it might be a little bit more than she's making out. I think she was a very stalwart lady who was very much, oh, I'm fine, there's nothing wrong with me, I'm okay, and I'll get on with it, and I can do it. She's an absolutely gorgeous energy to work with as she's coming to me. My darling, she wants to be connected to the three. That could be mum and dad and a child, or 3 children, I'm not sure, but she wants to be connected around the 3. All right. And as she's pulling back a little bit from me, sweetheart, I want to say she's very much with the younger one. She says she's around the younger male connected in the family. So that could be your children, your nephews, nieces, but she's on that line, and she's saying she's around the younger male at the moment, but she's putting her thumbs up, which for me means she's very proud of the family and the way that they are gelling and coming together to support everybody right now. And I hope that was okay for you, sweetheart.
Oh, that was lovely, Tony. I could feel that emotion. That was really lovely. Thank you. Thank you very much. Shall we do one more each, and then we can get back? See if everybody wants to ask some questions as well. So we'll do one more reading each, and then we're going to get back.
I've just seen the comment. Tony says she was very independent and stubborn. Oh, right. Bless you, it's a privilege. Thank you. Okay.
Sorry, Richard, what was that again? I missed it. Okay. So we're gonna do one more each, then we're gonna have a chat, then we're gonna have a break, and then it'll be some more readings. So don't go away, stay with us, because it's Monday morning and it's Start Your Day. And it's well, sadly we haven't got our lovely Nick with us, but we've got Tony here, so it's lovely to have you, Tony, and thank you for keeping me company. Otherwise,
absolute pleasure.
Anyway, so right, I need a number. Okay, 16, which is not my age. Oh, Lou. And Lou wants 14. Isn't that what we had before?
That's what's on the screen.
Oh, that's what's on the screen. Hold on. Oh, right. Okay. Right. So we're going to have 4. 4, please. There we go. Yeah, I know, I know, I know.
Lovely picture.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
it is. I think it is.
Wow.
Oh wow, the magician. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. That is power to me.
Yeah.
It's a very powerful card. And what I feel here is, yeah, oh good, you're here. Well, I'm so pleased you are. That's wonderful. Right, okay. I just feel there's a lot of power here. And I just want to feel that you're coming into your own, that there's a little bit of feisty sassiness, which I absolutely love. And it's like you've come from sort of a place where things were a little bit tough, a little bit of insecurity, and now you're finding your feet. It's like doors are opening and you're finding your feet, and you're also finding, it was at my best friend's wedding, right? You're finding your feet, you're finding that power. And I don't know if people have said to you, there's something different about you, or you seem a little bit more confident. But I just feel that there's a lot of that build up there, and magic. Now it's like you're rediscovering yourself, the magic of you. And I also feel that you're seeing things in a different way. So I don't know if it's because you've come into sort of your spiritual awareness, but there has definitely been an awareness of yourself, of things that have happened in the past. And sometimes, right, okay, okay. Sometimes when we get these thoughts in our mind, these ideas, and I just feel it's been sort of like you're there. Yeah, yeah. You're there. You're you. And it's like a different awareness within you. So, fighting cancer is such a huge thing, and my heart goes out to you. And all of us here at SPTV are sending you lots of healing thoughts. And yeah, you're not the same. But it's like in some ways, when someone has been through what you've been through, you do look at things differently. You appreciate things more. And I feel this is what's happening to you. You're looking, even when you're going for a walk outside, you're suddenly appreciating what you didn't appreciate before. And I just feel that, and I just know that you're going to keep doing that. And you are a fighter. You really are a fighter. Would you also understand, as I'm blending here, I feel I have a gentleman here, and he's making me aware that he's your grandfather from the world of spirit. And he's telling me that you come from a line of fighters, because I do feel that your grandfather was quite a strong, independent man. And I feel that he had to go through some things that he had to overcome as well. Would you also understand where your grandfather was told perhaps that he couldn't do something to do with his health, or he wouldn't get through something, but he did? And I do feel that I want to sort of clench my fist, because he's going, yes, yes. And they're so proud of you. They really are. And they have been giving you that strength and determination. And what also is, your grandfather's making me aware here that you question things, because I feel he questioned things in life. If somebody said, told him something, he'd want to find out the truth for himself. And I feel that this is you as well. You've wanted to find out the truth for yourself. And he just comes with a great deal of love for you. And I do feel that you were, when you were younger, you were around him. And I also feel that I've got something to do with my throat here. So I don't know if that's to do with you or to do with your grandfather, but I just feel that there's issues around the throat area. And I also feel that your grandfather must have worked with his hands. I feel he was quite a practical man. And he loved to sort of just throw himself into things when he was here. But do you know what, Lou? He's, you know, that. All right. Okay. When I was young, my dad died 4 years ago. I do feel this is grandfather, because he was making reference to when you were younger. So I feel that he was around when you were younger. But I also feel here that there is a lot of love coming from the spirit world for you. And I do have another lady that steps forward, and I feel that she could be an aunt. I just feel that that there's an aunt coming forward for you too. Oh, your dad was a builder, right? That's lovely. And I feel this lovely lady steps forward, and she's got a very gentle energy. And I feel that she loved to cook, because I'm just getting, she must have been a good pastry maker, because I'm seeing lots of tarts and pastry being made. So I feel that she wants you to make sure you eat well, that you eat properly. And I feel that she was a very well spoken lady, because she's slowing me down. So I feel that she was very elegant. She spoke very well, and she's just coming with a great deal of love. And she would have, she wants you to make sure that you keep up all the nutriments that you've got to have. Make sure you eat well. Make sure you look after your body and take care of yourself. And she's so proud. So take her love, and also the gentleman's love as well. So take their love, and thank you for working with me.
Could I have Richard, please? Number 16, please, Richard. Yeah. Sam B. Oh, number 66.
Feels a bit like a game of bingo, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? All the sixes, 66.
66. Ooh.
Passion.
Passion.
At this time of the morning.
Absolutely doesn't matter what time. I agree with you there, Richard.
Oh,
yes.
Look at
that. Wow.
Isn't that beautiful? Right, Sam. As I'm connecting, I want to say I know the card's passion, but I've got strength behind this card as well. I've got a lot of energy, a lot of momentum coming from this card. I've got a lot of forward motion with this as well. So it must be a time in your life when you are really going to go for it. But also at the back of that, I've got a little bit of self-doubt. It's like, I believe in me, but I'm not quite sure everybody else will, if that makes sense for you. And as I'm connecting, I've got a male energy that's stepping forward, and as he steps forward for me, I've got him coming alongside you. So somebody who would be about your age, either now or when he passed. And I've got him coming through with, again, a lot of strength. He's a very strong energy. He's a very, I want to put my shoulders back and sit up straight and put my head up and be very sort of upright and present myself properly, if you can understand this guy. He's putting a heaviness in my chest. I'm suffering with my chest at the moment myself, but he's putting a heaviness across my chest. So heart, lungs, there's a connection there. But he's talking about, like, coming to a point in your life where you're at the T jump, and Nick was just doing T earlier, a T junction, where there's a decision to be made to go left or right, but we can't go over, we can't carry on as we are. There's got to be this step change, if you understand this, Sam. It's as if we've been doing the same old, you know, the analogy of the hamster on the wheel, where we're running like crazy and we're getting nowhere. So we've been doing and doing and doing, but not getting what we want out of life. So it's time to make that big change around you. I'm seeing in my mind's eye a path with a fork in it, and that sometimes for me that there's either been a physical distance between families, so somebody's moved so that we're not as close as we were, or there's that emotional distance where we're just, the communication's not there. And I don't feel this is like a falling out. I think this is just a life's got in the way and we've drifted, if that makes sense. It's as if we got busy, then something happened, and you know, we've all had that time in our lives where we think, oh gosh, how long is it since I rang so and so. But I'm glad you can understand it up to now, Sam. I am being returned a flower. I can see it looks like flowers to me on the bottom of the screen there, in the bottom corners of that card. But I'm being returned a flower, which usually means for me that that the loved one is passing back a flower that was left with them. So it was either in with them or left at the graveside or left at the crematorium, but I'm returning a flower that was given to me when I transitioned. I'm also getting, apologies, I'm getting dates. If I get a date, they circle numbers on a calendar and I sort of have to pick the middle one and hope for the best. I don't know why they do it that way, but they've done it for 11 years. So there we are. But I'm around the 23rd of the month, Sam, for a birth anniversary or a pass into spirit. And the month of April must be significant as well, because they're shouting in April to me. Again, I've got to put my thumbs up, which for me means there's a lot of pride and a lot of joy coming from spirit about where you are in life and where the family is in life. And it's looking back, I know we've all had a pretty rubbish few years with COVID and one thing and another, but this is more than that, Sam, for you. There's been things happen in your life which would have put a lot of people onto their posteriors, but you've picked yourself up, you've dusted yourself off, and you've just gone for it, and they're really proud of that. All right, and they are proud of everything that you and your family are achieving right now. I've got treacle sponge and custard being given to me. I love treacle sponge and custard, but I'm lactose and gluten intolerant now, so I can't eat it. So it's lovely when they give me stuff like that, because I can taste it, but I don't have to suffer. But I've got to give you treacle sponge and custard, sweetheart. So I've got that very strong sense of homeliness, of being family-centric, of comfort food, of these winter nights when it's cold and wet and miserable and you just want to snuggle under a blanket and watch telly. I've got all that sort of feeling coming around you, so that's the comfort from spirit coming through for you there. And also the rattling car keys at me. When I get car keys rattled in my ear, that signifies to me either a change of car or there's an issue with the car. So if you're aware of that, please just check it out. And they are pulling back from me a little bit, but as they're pulling back from me, a gentleman wants me to acknowledge the wristwatch. So he's gifting it to me. So it's come through the family and it's been left as a legacy. April's your birthday.
Oh.
Thank you very much. I will leave the love of spirit with you and say God bless and thank you for working with me.
Oh, Tony, that was lovely. Oh, she's just come through a hard few years plus COVID. Oh, well, I hope that card gave you, and Tony's lovely reading gave you some upliftment, Sam. Isn't that lovely?
Bless you.
Oh, that is nice. So I hope those that received the readings enjoyed them. We will be doing a few more later on. So I'm just going to ask our lovely Tony some questions, but please. Oh, okay.
Oh.
But first, before we do that, we're going to now go. Okay, right. Okay. So we're going to go to a commercial break. But if you have any questions for Tony, get typing, because, you know, he's come on to share his time with us, which we're very grateful for. So if you've got any questions, please ask him. And we will be back after this short break. So roll them, Richard.
The sptv Divine Guidance Oracle Pack, a unique blend of inspiration and artistic beauty. Our captivating set of 78 cards combines the power of ancient archetypes, celestial guidance, and the essence of life itself to provide you with a unique tool for self-discovery, clarity, and transformation, all lovingly housed within an exclusive rigid box. The pack includes a booklet that delves into every card in detail, some of which carry dual meanings for deeper interpretation. The booklet also features 8 distinctive card spread layouts. Among these treasures, you'll discover 22 major arcana, 9 main archangels, 4 elements, and 40 life cards, each a work of art, radiating beauty and delivering profound messages that resonate deeply within your being. The SPTV Divine Guidance Pack, where beauty meets enlightenment. Pre-order today and unlock the extraordinary wisdom that awaits you. To be among the pioneers in experiencing our forthcoming collection and to reserve your pack in advance, as well as to access more details, including a sample audio description, kindly visit sptv.uk/cards. Tonight from 8 p.m, Claire Pasterfield hosts her show, Heavenly Sprinkles, for an evening of mediumship readings.
Tomorrow night from 8 p.m, Deb Clark demonstrates her mediumship by offering free readings.
Hello everybody, we are back, and today I have the lovely Tony Swindells with me, who's been sharing the screen. We just had some wonderful card readings, and just before we go to questions, please remember, ladies and gentlemen, those cards could be in your hands. They could be yours by Christmas. So please, if you want them, please go on to the link on the SPTV website, and you can buy your own set of cards. And as you can see, they are beautiful. We've been working with them for quite a few weeks now. So if you want a pack, you've only got a limited time. So please get your orders in now. So, Tony, we are back, and it's some more questions.
Yay!
Now, we have a lovely question here from Kimberly Dalby, and she says, do our loved ones know about recent losses in our family?
They do, because they will make sure coming up to a passing that they're there around, the support in the family, preparing if it's an anticipated passing for that passing. And then at the time of transition, there will be people from the spirit world, loved ones from the spirit world, to come and make that transition across and to take that person back. It is a worry. I know it's a worry for people. Were they alone when they went? And nobody's ever alone when they went. Even if there isn't physical family, there is the spirit world around them to help with that transition.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, years ago, even before I was ever involved in spiritualism, when I was about 18, my nan was in hospital, and she knew that, we knew it wasn't going to be long. And I walked in to see her, and she said, "Oh, I've had lots of visitors today." I said, "Have you, Nan? That's nice." I'm thinking, who's been today? And she gave a list of names of all these people that she'd seen. And I said, "Oh, I thought, I don't know those people." So I thought, well, I'll just go along with it, bless her. And I went home and said, "Mum, who's Mrs. Locke? Who's this? Who's that?" And she said, "They're all dead." So I said, well, Nan had visits from them today. And of course, I didn't, 18, I didn't know anything about it then. But it is quite amazing. And then move it on some years, when my own mum was passing to the spirit world, I was sitting and I knew my dad was there. I knew he was there. So I think that's wonderful that they come to be with them.
It is. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful.
Yeah.
Just to know that there is somebody there at that moment to take you.
Yeah. Kelly Rocket says, "I've been having butterflies come really, really close to me lately. Do you think they are spirit trying to communicate, Tony?"
I think spirit will take any opportunity they can to let you know they're around. Absolutely. Be it butterflies. We planted 2 roses for people who've passed in our lives, and the white rose we've got is called Iceberg, and she flowers Christmas Eve every year, which is my birthday.
Oh, wow.
So I take that as my granddad saying to me, who we planted the rose for, happy birthday, sunshine. So yeah, another one that people commonly say they get is robins.
Yes.
Robins will come and sit really close to you.
Yeah.
And they will, any opportunity that spirit will get, they will find that little way of giving you a little prod and saying, yeah, hello. So
I mean,
yeah.
Some people don't believe in signs, but I'm like you, I do. In fact, this question popped up last week as well, and I always recognise butterflies to be, for me, it's a sign of transformation. So there's, it could mean that they're coming around because there's transformation around you. But when I was going through a particularly bad time, I was surrounded by butterflies, and that signifies me, my mum and dad in spirit coming around. So I think what gives you comfort as well, and they will show signs. They do. They definitely do.
Absolutely do. I've no doubt, because having done this now for 11 years, you know that they will take any opportunity to get through and just to pass on something to let you know that they're around you. So yeah,
definitely.
I think so. Yeah.
It is quite amazing, isn't it, sometimes how the spirit world do communicate with us,
Yeah.
It really is. So Serendipity has said, I visualized an elephant last night. I didn't have a pet elephant. Do you know what elephants symbolize? I've just got rid of an elephant in the room at work, so maybe it's that.
Maybe it doesn't want to be removed.
I love that.
For me, sorry, I'm jumping in.
Oh,
but for me, an elephant is a symbol of strength. It's a symbol of wisdom. It's a symbol of connectedness because elephants are very spiritual animals. They grieve for other elephants that pass. Yeah. So for me, it is spirit just pushing you for something, be it a change in direction for you. With a name like Serendipity, I imagine you work for spirit. So I see that as them saying to you, big things coming. And you may need strength. I know when spirit change how they work with me, I get a bit of a shock because I'm in a comfort zone and they go, oh, no, we ain't having you comfortable. Well, try this and try that and try this. So it is very scary when they do that. So maybe you're going to need a little bit of inner strength to go on the journey that they want to take you on. But that's the way I would interpret that.
Yeah. She says that makes sense. I feel strong at the moment. Elephants are very protective of their own as well, aren't they? Because when somebody who they don't know is around, and if they're provoked, they're very protective. So yeah, I love elephants. They're beautiful, and they're beautiful. Yeah, they are beautiful creatures. They really are. Caroline says, I saw the light pass over my bed the evening he was buried. I was scared he came to say goodbye. Oh, bless.
Oh, I've had that actually. I was giving somebody a reading, and the family, the night that Grandma passed, every member of the family saw her stood at the bottom of the bed. And I said, yeah, she'll have just been popping to make sure you're all okay. It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Lisa Perkins, my nephew has an enlarged spleen. Can I pray for spirit to send healing? You can indeed, my darling.
Of course you can. We can all send prayers out for healing. It's important that we do. I have a book that I write names in, and I sit and I send prayers out to all the people that I've written names in. And obviously, in churches they have a healing book. And when I send prayers out to all the healing. We cannot get enough healing at the moment. not just for ourselves, for our family, but also for the mindset of the world and the mindset of the people that are running the countries, you know. Our Jarika says, tasting cigarettes, is that my father letting me know he's around? I've not tasted them, but I have smelt them. Yeah, definitely.
I smell them.
Yeah. So I don't think I'd like to taste them, but because I don't smoke. But I have smelt tobacco around, and sometimes perfumes. Yes, because if you think about it, when the spirit world work with us, they use every single sense that we've got, our taste and our smell.
Yeah.
So, does your loved ones come through to you? If so, often. How do you feel about that one, Tony?
I know that my first set of guides were family, because when you think about it logically, who else is going to come and help you when you're first starting out? It's going to be those who love you most. And yes, I have had people come to me. My granddad often used to come to me in dream state and talk to me while we were. He would take me on a beach in my dream, and we would sit and talk. So yes, they do come through, but not often for me now, because I feel I'm in quite a good place in my life. But other members of the family are not having it so easy, so I know that they're off looking after them, so they can't be with me, which is fine. But yeah, your loved ones do. There is a school of thought, actually, I don't know if you've heard it, Karen, where they say family aren't guides, but anybody can be your guide for me. It's whatever you need at that time to get that message through to that person.
When I first started chairing the services in the church, before I actually went out on the platform and worked as a medium, we had a lot of mediums come to the church that were part of the church. And when I'd finished chairing, a lovely lady called Hazel, who's now in spirit, she said to me, your nan was standing right behind you the whole service. And that makes sense to me, because my nan was always my champion. She was always there for me through thick and thin. And I used to get, in those days, I still get nervous when I stand on the church platform, be it for chairing or working. So that always used to give me comfort. And also, this is a funny story. My mum said to me when I was going to book a course at the Arthur Findlay College, she said to me, can I come? I said, of course you can come, Mum. Now, bearing in mind that my mum was very frail at the time, and I actually didn't think she would be able to come, I said, look, I'll book the course, and I'll see if you can come. We'll sort it out. So anyway, when I got on the course, I went on the course, and Mum had just passed. So I'm on the course, and every time she got the opportunity to come through, she would come through. When I was pairing up, when the students were working on the platform, she was there. So she wasn't there physically, she was certainly there in spirit. And she also helps me when I teach as well, because if I want somebody that is a good communicator to come through to work with one of the students, Mum always comes through, and she loves it, because she loved going to church, she loved the healing, she loved anything, she was really getting quite involved in it, especially towards the end of her life. So yes, they do come through. But like you said, when we're okay, we do have to take the responsibility to look after ourselves, and they can't be with us, they guide and support us, but we also have to walk this path on our own and learn things and go through stuff as well.
Absolutely. And I always say, family or not, you will always get what you need from spirit, which isn't necessarily what you want.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one.
So don't be disappointed if you're thinking, but why would you give me that instead of that? Yeah. Because they know what's good for you right now, and they know what you need in your journey right now. So, even your loved ones can be a bit mean.
Well, the thing is, we live in a very instant world, don't we now?
Absolutely.
Can you remember, I'm sure you can, when you didn't have Google to get you from A to B, you had to get the map book out, or stop for directions and ask someone. And you know, I thank God for sat navs now, because I'm terrible at direction. I can never find my way out of a paper bag. But we do live in this instant world, and I do think that sometimes we need to have a little bit of patience. I think sometimes we need to have patience. So
we do. Yeah.
So Lou says, every time I have a reading, my dad never comes through. Does that mean he's not in heaven? I have always wondered.
Oh, bless. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Your dad has gone. The minute you take your last breath, you go over to the world of spirit. What it can mean is either you're not ready yet. You may feel you are, but spirit no. Or he may not be ready yet to come through to you. But my mum's mum passed when I was about 3, and I'm 50 several now. And my mum's mum has never been to her. She's been for readings and she's never been. But I know she's there. I've seen her. She gave me my first message. But there is always a reason why they haven't come that way. You may go to somebody else and you'll get the message secondhand or something like that, but it absolutely does not mean that he's not transitioned to where he needs
absolutely
to be.
Absolutely. Everybody goes to, you know, like the right place, and I understand that. I wanted a message from my nan for years, because I was very close to my nan, and the first person that came through was my granddad, who I didn't know. But going back to what the need was, I was at church and my mum was supposed to come with me, but she didn't. And my granddad came through, because the part of the message was for me. So the medium brought through the information that I would know, even though I never met my grandfather. But Spirit also knew that my mum was at home, also needed the message. So I was sort of like the messenger, if you like. So when I got home, and we used to write the messages out in my church that I was involved in. So I took the message home, and just to see the look on my mum's face, the joy, she cried. It was lovely. She said, "You don't know how much I needed that." So Spirit are clever. They brought the love of her father through, so that I could pass on that message to her.
Yeah.
And I'll always be grateful to the medium that brought him through. But what was amazing, Tony, was that the information that was given, I knew instantly who it was, because it was such strong evidence, which was brilliant. And even though I didn't know him, I knew of him, which was wonderful. So I hope that's good.
Yeah, and you knew enough information to get that message across.
Yeah, and then there was bits in the middle that I didn't know, but when I got home, Mum understood the bits that I didn't know.
Perfect.
So, and that's always been a very special spirit connection for me, you know, a spirit message, and it was in my early days as well. So,
lovely.
Yeah. So that's lovely. So Lou's just said, "Okay, thank you." So I'm pleased that that makes sense. That makes
lovely.
sense. So okay. Do you want to do another reading?
Yeah, can do.
Okay.
Are we doing cards?
Do you want to just do? Do you want to do mediumship?
Mediumship?
Yeah.
Absolutely, I can do mediumship. Not a problem.
Okay. So do you want to go first this time?
Yeah, I can do.
Okay. So we're gonna do a couple more readings for people. I don't know if you want to say a number, Tony, or if you want to get the information. Okay.
Yeah. Put the comments up and we'll see where we go.
Okay, that's lovely. So Tony's going to start, and then I'll follow.
Right. Okay. Oh, Carrie Ann. Can we just go to Carrie Ann, please, Richard? Yeah. Carrie Ann, the cats drew my attention first, but as I saw the cats, a lady came and stood right next to me, sweetheart, and she came really close to me. So that means for me there was a close connection between you and this lady while she was Earthside of life. I've not got any sense of the relationship, but I just know there was that close bond because the side of my face has gone really warm and down the left-hand side of my body. She's giving me a sense of, well, no, she's not giving me a sense of, she's acknowledging for me a quick transition to the world of spirit. It may not be hers, it may be somebody else that's connected, but there's this really quick transition to the world of spirit. I'm not sure it is with this lady, actually, because she's bringing her energy to me. I've got a sense of a little bit of frailty towards the end of my life. That doesn't mean she didn't have a quick passing, but I just feel like there was a little bit of a struggle towards the end of her life. She was a little bit infirm, if that makes sense for you, Carrie Ann. All right. She's connecting me around a 5 connection. So mum, dad and 3 children, or 5 children, I'm not sure, but there's the 5 she wants to hold close to her at the moment. And she's also telling me that there's sister spirit. It could be sister-in-law, or somebody who was like a sister, but she's talking about the sisterly connection in the world of spirit as well, if you can understand that. Okay. She's talking about the need for clarity of thought around you right now. I don't know what the situation is that's going on, my darling, but she's talking that you will need clarity of thought coming up. So just make sure that you've thought about every single possible outcome for what it is you want to do and achieve, because I do feel this strength, this sense of going for something, to really striving to get somewhere, if that makes sense. All right, bless you. I'm getting healing across my chest, so somebody here must have an issue in the chest area, a bit of a cough, cold, I don't know, but I feel I'm getting healing for that as well. And also emotional support connected to you. So somebody connected to you needs a little bit of emotional support and an emotional upliftment, if that makes sense for you. I also want to acknowledge the energy that's connecting from spirit that transitioned younger. I'm getting a sense of being younger than myself. Like I said earlier, I'm 50 several. So I'm getting a sense of being younger than me when I transition to spirit. And it will be somebody who would have had a bit of a up and down emotionally in their life, because I feel a lot of unsettlement around this person. And now that they've transitioned, they've got that clarity and they've got that calmness they need in the world of spirit. I hope that makes sense for you, sweetheart, and I will see if Karen's got a reading.
Okay. As I've been sitting here, I've got a lady that draws close to me, and I know that she would have had some mobility issues, and I just feel that I can't move very well. No, it's for somebody else. Sorry, sorry, Richard. I went straight into it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who I'm with. So can I just see some names and then I'll see. So we've got Nicola. Oh, Carrie says thank you very much.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
That's nice. Okay. I just want to go back to Christine Davis. Christine, would you understand a lady in the spirit world, but everybody else listen as well, that would have had some mobility issues? Because I wanted, as I was sitting here, I felt that she needed assistance as she got up, and I feel that possibly towards the end of her life there was issues where she needed to get into a chair, because I want to do this and then I want to move into a chair, a wheelchair. So I just feel that this lady is here, but she's got a lot of strength within her. I feel that she didn't sort of let the mobility issues get her down. And I feel that she would have laughed about it in some way. It was like she used to sort of like laugh at herself. But I also feel she did that maybe because she said that sometimes your face used to look like, oh my God, you can understand that, okay? You used to worry so much about me, but so she used to crack a funny to sort of relieve the pressure from you. She said, I just feel she's saying it was what it was, it is what it is. I feel that she must have gone down hill quite quickly. There was a time when you thought that she was getting a little bit stronger, or she seemed to have that strength. But I do feel she's saying that she slept a lot because there was a lot of pain. And she just wants to say thank you for everything that you did for her. And she's just got these little one-liners that she would sort of like come out with. And I do feel that when she was well, we're on a food theme here this morning, but I do feel that she loved to have family around the table. And I know we're coming into Christmas time, and I can just see this great big table with a lot of. It's your mum, okay, and there's a lot of food on the table, and I'm hearing her saying to me, "Have I got enough?" You know, it was like she was feeding the 5,000, but she was always worried. Oh, I didn't get this and I didn't get that. You know, if somebody liked a particular pie or a particular cheese, you know, she would make sure that everybody had what they wanted. And I also feel when she couldn't do what she wanted to do, as she got frailer, she'd be issuing out her orders. Don't forget this, don't forget that. That's the feeling that I've got for her. And she just wants to give you so much love. And she's saying, make sure that you're starting to get organised for Christmas now. Because I feel that she would have got organised probably about September time. In fact, I'm getting as a date for you. All right. And you're the same. Well, like mother, like daughter. But I'm getting the 25th of September as an anniversary, or around that time, birthday or passing. So she's talking about September. But I also feel that she would have soaked. So it's not the traditional Christmas pudding, it's something else, but she's soaking something. Fruits, she's soaking something, but it's not for that. I don't know if it's for a specific cake that she used to make, and I don't feel it was just at Christmas time. But I just feel that she loved to cook as well. And she comes with a great deal of love for you. And she just wants to let you know she's fine now in the spirit world. She's running around like she used to. And she's giving you a lot of love. I feel you have a ring of hers. I don't know. I want to go to an engagement ring. So I feel you must have an engagement ring. She left somebody definitely her engagement ring. And I just feel that she's coming with a lot of love for you. So I hope that makes sense. And thank you for working with me. You've done all your present shopping. Aren't you a good girl, Christine? I haven't even started. Bread and butter pudding. Lovely.
Lovely.
Oh, that's one of my favourites. Thank you, Christine. I'm pleased that to you. Okay.
Bless.
Anyway,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen, we've sadly come to the end of the show, and it gives me it's been a pleasure to have you on with me, Tony, and I hope that you'll come back and join us again, because it's really, really been good. And thank you for keeping me company. Thank you to everybody that has been on today, and thank you for Richard. Just a few reminders. If anybody wants to help out testing the app, let Richard know. We've got Claire Pasterfield on tonight at 8 o'clock. So come and join Claire. And also, please get some of those cards for Christmas presents. You've seen how beautiful they are. They will be part of our wonderful app. And next week, we'll have our lovely Nick back. And also, we'll be getting another talk about the app as well. And come and join us. It's been my pleasure to be with you for these couple of hours. So enjoy the rest of your week, and thank you for watching. Lots of love, everybody. Take care.
Bye, everybody.